Onivia, League of Legends Highlights.
Long-term damage in late-game teamfights, but you have no real CC outside of his gravity field to help deal with this Renekton that's coming at you, the Sylas running at you, the Maokai. Yeah. I think a lot of pressure on this game. Barrel is trying his best to help Duckdom push this lane through, and it's being pretty successful. However...
Oh, they're going to get the root down here as well as the W onto Duckdom. He has to flash away, and Peanut is here as he is so dead, but Paze might be traded back. No, there's a heal available. And this looks like disaster for the DRX bottom lane as Gen Z able to easily bait them into that fight.
Yeah, rooted. They have Ignite and heal. You're not going to win that fight.
I'm not sure what the call was, but Duckdom also got really aggressive at the start of that one, trying to trade really.
Yeah. Does, of course, have to, expend his flash here. So follow-ups are potentially possible as Rascal is in trouble.
Yeah, I don't think goes. Oh, that was actually pretty nice. Throw a post here onto the Maokai as the damage is slow to come out to start here for Gen G's top side as so many turret shots go into the Renekton as now we finally have the ult come out from the Maokai and Doran will get the kill, but it trades 2 for 1 in favor of Rascal.
Double here for Rascal. Amazingly played Herald, nor can he defend his turret, and Gen G just frankly out-macroing DRX in a lot of ways, and their comp is stronger at this point in the game, but still, I think
Victor and Fiora specifically remains to be seen. As Rascal, I feel like, is doing a pretty good job up in the top side, even though he is down a decent chunk of CS.
He has TP, he doesn't even need it. They have Herald, and Rascal's trying to push bottom side here, but he can be collapsed so easily. It's fairly risky for him to even stay here right now as this Herald crashes through as the Drake is being taken, but because he took the top turret earlier, Gen G's focal point on the bottom side of the map is absolutely correct because the only place for Rascal to get side lane value is down here, and this is where he's going to get punished.
Well, he does have Ghost, so... And with Peanut, once again, being the only one with the CC on the front line there, would have been very telegraphed. As Doran takes a bit of damage, in goes Chovy trying to frontline now. He has the ultimate of Vi taken, and Krako's just a little bit too squishy to play frontline here, and they get into the backline so easily. This is such a broken up fight. Barrel is not able to help out his team, and it is just a rout here. Fate, he looks like he's barely going to be taken out here at the end. He is quite fast, but the Maokai catches up. And at the end of the day, it's only Rascal who survives.
Rascal, can he get away with this? Gonna get the Demolish proc and we'll take out the turret. Try to just run as fast as Fiora's legs can carry her to an execute, I suppose, but I don't think you get out with this one. Yeah. This is, so everything about this fight is split up by the fact that Gen G have control of the bottom side. I'll let you play it, Blaze. Well,
no.
Never mind. There's no more to it.
The light took the kill. That was kind of funny.
That is kind of funny. But all of this is set up by the fact that Rascal has to side lane bottom side with Fiora, so the rest now here for the side of DRX.
Not only, okay, well, this might be a little bit of an issue as well. Looks like Riposte will be used here for Rascal, but Peanut's just waiting. Nice little dash through the queue. As Grand Challenge even comes out here, Rascal feeling the anger a little bit, trying to stand up to 4 members of Gen G, and he does a great job. But yeah, just another look at that fight, the one that we just saw, like, remember, Fiora's not there, so it's a 4v5 plus your Vi gets caught, and Gen G's comp is stronger at this time. Like, that's not a time where you can fight as DRX. You have to back away. And I think Krako was trying to set something up because Doran was a little bit out of position, but wasn't meant to be. Speaking of Doran out of position, he is a Renekton, level 14, but let's see if Rascal's got enough damage to pull through this one. The Q not going to land here from the Vi, but it should be enough.
TP interrupted.
TP denied.
That was really off in the team fight, and as we point out several times, the enemy ults are great to steal in this comp. It's already got one here again, doesn't hit it.
Yeah, you really wanted that squishy backline. Should have just used it off the barrel, to be honest. It probably would have been dead. But
Duckdom is on Mars right now. It does have teleport here, but it's very late.
Yeah. He's going to teleport after the dragon does go down. They don't have vision of the pit, so unfortunately Krako couldn't try to go for a steal or anything like that either. As here come DRX, maybe a last-ditch effort, try to fight a front-to-back without getting dove. They tried to 100-0 Doran, and they are unsuccessful. And that is going to be a big issue. Rascal now trying to fight in the front line. Chovy not doing much just yet. Peanut eventually will go down, and finally Chovy will enter this one onto the backside. Doran's still alive somehow, and now Chovy enters the fight. He is just unkillable. That's a nice flash away from Duckdown, but it is not enough. As Fate and Rascal, the only ones left here. They could potentially kite this one out, but Genji not even going to chase it.
There's nothing bad to say on either side about how this fight played out. I really feel like DRX saw blood in the water there. They have an opportunity to pick the Renekton. Yeah, very difficult to kill target who has Gore Drinker in this build, but still an opportunity to get that front line out of the way and then front to back when Chovy's slightly out of position there. On the other side of the fight, though, you know, Genji played it patiently. Chovy waits for the overextension. This, Rascal.
Stunned under the turret. That is not a good look. Doran wishes he had a K. He's got his flashback, waited for his CDs. And he doesn't have to wish for anything. He gets right in range and shuts down
the
around.
Same thing they did 2 Drakes ago, where they're like, oh yeah, top turret's already down. You have to go all the way to inner as Rascal, so you can't do that. We're just going to camp Rascal and push this turret. And now he's TPing topside. So the timing of this is amazing here, so they're going to say, DRX is probably starting to figure it out.
Ping's coming in. They know this is happening. Genji are not going to be a fool in this position. That is part of the reason why they only sent 2 people. FaZe has got some range. He's Jin. And I think
he has TP. Duckdom also has TP, but is sticking around here.
Oh, they somehow had vision of him. Looks like maybe he channeled that a little bit early. Rascal on the Fiora forces that Soraka ultimate, and Pace just snipes him, actually. That was pretty cool. And this one might just be done and dusted, guys. A couple of guys already down, Barrel included, on the side of DRX, and it is just a rout once again. Krako, the only one left available. Genji look pretty primed to take this first game against DRX. As another snipe comes in, it's not quite enough damage. As Krako will die to Jin.
Sad times, just a range of that turret there with the punch.
Hey, sponsored by
There you go. He's got that Omen logo on his gun. I think what sets teams like Genji apart from these, for comebacks, no opportunities to sneak a single objective.
I think you're exactly right, especially because of the way they handled the split push as well. Like, a lot of teams would have just, well, Rascal's dead here. As down he goes, a last-ditch attempt. Yeah, a lot of teams would have just, gone all in on the Baron and said, oh no, somebody's got to get back. How many times have we seen a Fiora somehow end the game? We saw it earlier this week. But Genji, they handled it so well, so carefully. Everything done to a T in this game number 1. As the Nexus turrets will fall, a last-ditch effort here from the side of DRX, but they are just getting pummeled. As first pick Maokai also going to pick up another win here. Genji will start off Saturday Showdown with a big first game number 1.
I thought it was a fantastic game from Chovy. I don't want to say a return to form, but how he